All right. Welcome to Capital Culture. I'm your host, Christopher Wheeler, and today we have a hell of an episode for you. We have probably one of the loudest personalities stepping in to the booth for an interview. If you've been enjoying the interviews, please make sure to like and subscribe. Now, let's get to it. We have a YouTuber slash singer that's amassed over 300,000 followers. She just landed a deal with Fashion Nova. With that being said, Srirachi, how are we doing today?
Hi, what's up? The baddest bitch in the building. Are you dumb?
You heard it here first, and we are gonna cover everything. Before we dive into a lot of my favorite questions, I'm gonna keep them for farther down in the interview. Let's just start off with a simple one. Who is Srirachi? Who are you? Describe yourself.
Srirachi is a superstar. Srirachi is iconic. She's going to take over the world and be the biggest thing in Canada. We don't have enough people in Canada that could represent, you know? And I'm that bitch.
Okay. My question to you is, I've been looking at discography online. You started a YouTube channel with a post 4 years ago, but I did some research and you actually had videos prior to that. So let's just start at the beginning. How did you get into being an online personality? And did you start there, or was it music first?
So it was actually music first. I had to deal with Universal very early in my life. That was amazing, you know. I got a lot of experience from the deal, a lot of knowledge. I'm relevant still, you know, 7 years later. I don't even think it was 7 years. I think it was 5 years, but it felt like 7.
What was it like to be signed that early? Now, I don't know if it was the same deal, but I saw you speak online about maybe being in a bad deal that left you in a financial tough position. Was that the Universal deal, or was that another deal?
So no, I wasn't in a bad situation after my deal. I think just mentally, like when you get into the music industry, especially being so young, you don't realize all the bullshit you have to deal with.
Yes.
And I just think it was very overwhelming for me at the time, you know? But I'm back and I recovered and I'm still relevant. Music-wise,
who are some of your inspirations, like getting into the industry? Who did you look up to? Who do you maybe aspire to have a feature with?
I get a lot of my inspo from like Latina artists.
Okay.
They're very sexy, very sensual, confident, you know. Music-wise, I'm inspired by Ashanti, definitely, I would say.
Old school?
Hell yeah.
100%.
Aaliyah.
Okay, oh, wow. Okay,
Mariah Carey even.
I really love your track, Juicy. You have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
I kind of want to know your favorite piece of art you've created musically since you've started. Is there a favorite song that you're like, fuck, I made that song and I kind of want to replicate more of that?
Definitely. I think that I have a lot of great music out, but over the last year, I've just been working really hard on just advancing my knowledge of like music theory and like playing instruments and like just overall artist development. So I think the music that I'm going to be putting out in the very near future is some of my best work yet.
Is there something you specifically knew you had to work on going forward when getting back into the booth to improve, or is it just a case of you went in the booth and like, I got better naturally, or something you went in, you're like, okay, I need to think about this?
I think harmonization was like my biggest trouble. I didn't understand how to harmonize.
Yeah.
Even like when people would like be like, just do it like this. I didn't understand, you know? And I think it's just because I didn't really understand the language. Okay. So I went into learning music theory because I wanted to harmonize, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, exactly. So when you say harmonize, is that more so like you're trying to find the melody of the song?
So like a melody is like the main melody that you ride.
Okay,
you know?
okay. Teach me.
So a harmony is like, so like depending on the key that you're in, like say we're in fucking, I don't know, excuse my language.
It's all good, we can swear.
Like say we're in C major, you know? Like you would harmonize with E minor.
So certain tones, okay.
Exactly, and G major, I think. Or G minor, one of those ones, you know?
She got it though, she got it.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. Now, in the terms of, you've been in the industry for so long, what's the most annoying aspect to it for you?
I think the lack of support in Toronto, and I feel like a lot of people talk about Toronto being the screw-face capital, and we just kind of complain about what we don't have versus like doing things to change that, you know? And I'm done kind of like crying over spilt milk, and it's like I want to do things to like advance the culture here and like grow the community. You know what I mean?
Toronto's a little cold. So
right.
that's
Toronto is a little cold, and I just think we just need a little bit more togetherness, you know? And there needs to be more urban people and of color in these higher positions in order to give opportunities to people of color and people in neighborhoods. They need shit, you know?
I hear you. A
lot of people who are successful in the city are usually like not from Toronto, like they're from Brampton or like elsewhere.
GTA, absolutely.
GTA, you know? And I just think that we just don't have the resources here, you know? Even for like the hoodmans of Toronto, like I don't know why they're not at the Juno Awards or like, you know what I mean? And it's because like, the Canadian industry judges them, but like in America, like you have someone like the baby, like with the charges, and like he's still getting booked, you know? So I just think we need a better infrastructure to grow the culture here.
Okay.
And I don't think it's impossible to build. I think it's very, very possible.
I want to kind of circle back to your track, Juicy, and I kind of want to figure out, what do you consider your sound as an artist? Like, what do you, R&B, pop? I hear your voice come through on that track, and it's so clear and powerful. What are you going for Srirachi fans in the future? What would you say your sound is?
Like lately, I've just been focusing a lot of just like old school, like 2000s R&B, trying to bring back like those catchy hooks,
Ashanti,
catchy hooks, like vibes that like timeless music, really, you know?
Yes.
Things that will last forever.
You're heavy into the YouTube side, and you're extremely successful. I was looking at the views on some of your videos, and great job.
Thank you.
You had a video I want to get into, but before I ask that question, do you find it hard to be doing YouTube and music at the same time, or do you want to kind of hone in on one right now? Or do you feel like you could balance the both and do both of them and be successful at both? Where's your mind at? What does your management say? Go ahead.
Naturally, I'm a DIYer, you know? I got famous on YouTube for like...
Your teeth, the DIY teeth.
Veneers, you know? And I also, my video got taken down, but I also did my own lip filler at a point in time on YouTube, you know? Got taken down. Yeah, I was one of the first. There was nobody doing that when I did it. They reported my ass though.
Are you not allowed to do DIY?
No, but with that being said, what was the question again?
The question, I love it. We both have ADHD.
ADHD, my brain.
The question was, being a YouTuber and a singer, do you find yourself? Yes, go on.
Right. So naturally, I want to do everything. You know, I want to just be everything, DIY everything, like YouTube, music, acting, whatever, you know? But I think in order to master a skill, you like, and I'm noticing that with my age, you know, as just growing older, you really should focus on one thing specifically. Not saying that you should stop doing everything else.
It's mature.
Not stop everything else, but definitely focus on one thing at a time, and eventually like get up there. I definitely think that like it's not hard to do YouTube and music at the same time. Being
a YouTuber, I saw you, now there's a follow-up to this. I saw one of your YouTube videos was my plastic surgery down south in Dominican. Being a YouTuber, did you feel like there was some sort of pressure to do plastic surgery, or is this on your own accord and you kind of wanted to do it because you're doing music as well? Tell me about your thought process. And there's plenty of young girls that are watching you right now that think you're the baddest bitch of them all, and they kind of want to know what kind of led you to doing that.
So like I was one of the first people, I swear, to like document my BBL journey. It was prior to like, it's a trend to have a BBL now, you know? Everybody even knows the term BBL. Nobody knew it before. People are documenting their shit now. I literally did my BBL 7 years ago, and then I did my second BBL 5 years ago. 2 BBLs? I did 2, yeah, right? You wanna see?
Yeah, thank you.
You wanna see my ass?
There we go. So there was something interesting in the title. It said you almost died. Speak about that. Was there a near-death experience? What happened under the operating table? I don't know if you're comfortable speaking about it. But
of course, I'm comfortable speaking about anything.
Good. So let me hear about what happened there.
After my first surgery, I wouldn't say I could have almost died. You know?
Okay.
I could have almost died, but like I had like after my first surgery, like, and it's funny because my first surgery I had it in Miami. Second one was in DR, you know?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you went Miami and then you went further down south because you felt safer? In the sense
Yeah,
of like
I had a terrible experience in Miami, and Dominican was great. It was awesome.
So some people might think that and be like, okay, I'm gonna go to America and get my BBL, but you're saying you had a better experience in a foreign country, yes or no?
Nevertheless, like, don't get me wrong, Dominican doctors kill people.
Yes.
They kill people.
Yeah.
So like, you have to be very careful. Even the doctor that I went to, like, don't follow me, I'm not a role model. The doctor I went to killed people prior to like me going, and I said, fuck it, I'm not gonna die, and I didn't. But don't be like me.
I love that.
Yeah, don't.
I want to circle to another video you had on your YouTube. You had a sugar daddy. You got $15,000 to $100,000 out of him without meeting him. Elaborate. Floor is yours.
Yeah, so I had a sugar daddy. It was actually, so I'm a business owner now, you know, but at a point in time, shit got rough, okay? This is before I was Srirachi. Right after my deal with Universal, I was fucking broke, okay? I had like $30 in my account. And I remember like telling my ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time, that I don't care what you're saying, that I'm going to get a sugar daddy. I don't care what you're saying because I'm paying all the bills. He's like, fine. So then I meet some guy literally on Christmas. I meet him online and he's like, I don't know what I fucking told him.
Yeah.
I don't know what I told him, but I remember he sends me like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna send you $50, you know? And then he sends me $500. And I was like,
okay.
He's old, like maybe he did that by accident, you know? Like maybe he put the next zero by accident.
Yeah.
Within like 10 days of him sending me that $500, he sent me like 10 bands, like without meeting him. I never talked to him on the phone. He's never heard my voice. I used to even say like, do you want me to FaceTime you? Like.
So did you,
he would say no.
How did you meet him?
I never met him.
No, but how did you get the connection? Seeking arrangements?
Yeah. Something like that. One of those.
Okay, fair enough. Wow. So that was just something you did on the whim because you thought it was a quick bag?
Yeah, and it definitely changed my life.
Okay.
Definitely.
For the better, you'd say. Okay. That was pretty clever of like, being honest with him at the beginning, so that was good of you. I want to know, in the next 12 months, what is your plan musically to elevate yourself to the next level where you want to see yourself?
I'm trying to drop like a whole bunch of singles, just like kill the single game, you know, drop fire fucking records. Like I said, like everybody thinks I'm a rapper because I'm a bad bitch, but I'm a singer. Like I sing amazing, like Ariana Grande.
Go check Juicy.
So it's gonna work. And like if you don't believe it, like you'll see it's gonna work.
How many songs would you say you want to put out before, let's say, the end of June? Because I've looked at
before the end of June.
Yeah, so I looked at your discography and it's pretty like you have YouTube video, and then a song.
Yeah.
So are we gonna see a more consistent Srirachi this year?
Hell yeah. You know, like I said, I took time off, obviously because of COVID, and just developing myself as an artist to become Srirachi.
In the next 2 months, how many songs do you plan on dropping? Do we get videos with them? Because you are very active online right now. So I want to know.
Hell yeah.
I want to see if I can make you follow through with that.
Hell yeah. Like honestly, like until June, I'm trying to drop like one fucking song and push the hell out of it.
Okay.
Trying to drop
with
one
a video?
single. Hell yeah. And
Okay.
just bear
attention.
Everybody's gonna hear that song, you know?
Okay. I trust you.
Everybody's gonna
You
hear
have
that
a
song.
go-getter attitude, and I have nothing but faith. Now I want you to look in that camera, and I want you to give advice to young women in this industry. What would you say to them?
Honestly, just don't listen to anybody. Like everybody will tell you not to do shit. Don't do this because this is gonna happen. Just pessimistic ass shit. And like everybody's wrong. Every single time I don't listen to anyone. Like I'm the most stubborn person. I don't listen to nobody.
Taurus season.
And every single time I follow through with what I want, it works. So like why would I listen? So you shouldn't listen either. You know, listening to people is gonna be your downfall. I swear to God. Like
okay.
It's the worst.
If you were to see yourself in 5 years down the road, how do you envision it?
Oh my God, 5 years?
Yeah.
I would love a Grammy Award.
Okay.
I would love a Grammy Award or a nominee in 5 years. Hell yeah.
Dream feature, no? No one?
Dream feature?
You featuring yourself?
No. I don't know. Everyone says that I look like Nicki Minaj, and I don't see it, but it's the
I think you might be a little prettier.
Oh, thank you. I think big up to Nicki though. I think she's
Riz,
bad.
the Riz.
So maybe a Nicki Minaj feature. You know, I do love me some Nicki.
I hear you.
You know, I don't know. I haven't really thought about features, to be honest.
That's how much that just speaks to your confidence.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about features.
So your camera's there. I want you to give a final message to your fans in 2023. Then we'll zoom on to the spicy segment, Wheel It or Deal It. But I will leave it to you. Camera there. What do you have to say to your fans?
You guys just have to look out because your bitch is coming in strong. I'm gonna kick everyone in their ass. Like I
love
said.
it. I love it.
People keep comparing me to rappers, and it's like I'm better than all of them.
You're gonna eat them up.
I'm gonna kill them. So just be ready for it. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Srirachi, Christopher Wheeler, Capital Culture. We shall see you in the next one in Wheel It or Deal It, and you be ready because I got some spicy questions.